Tonight, Shanghai feels quieter than usual, but beneath the city's glittering lights, something is stirring. Something that makes hearts beat a little faster. A small piece of news that, within hours, turned into a storm across the internet. Wang Yibo is already in Shanghai. That single question echoed across social media, shaking millions of fans. Because just a few hours ago, everyone knew he was still in Paris, attending one of the biggest fashion events of the year. So why did he suddenly fly back? Why so quickly? And why does the date feel so suspiciously perfect? October 5th, the birthday of someone who, perhaps, has never truly left his heart, Xiao Zhan. Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop World. Today, we're diving into a story that has set the entire internet ablaze. Not because of a scandal, not because of a new project, but because of one quiet moment, one sudden journey, and one name that once again makes us believe that not every relationship in the entertainment world needs words to be understood. It all began on a chilly night in Paris. The sky was gray, and the autumn air hung heavy between the city's old stone buildings. Wang Yibo had just finished attending a grand event, dressed in an elegant black suit, calm and composed as always. But that night, something felt different. Fans waiting outside his hotel noticed it too. He didn't smile like he usually does. He lowered his head, spoke quietly to his assistant, then got into a black car with an unreadable expression. No one knew where he was going. Until, hours later, a small post from someone working for an airline appeared online. I think I just saw someone who looks exactly like Wang Yibo boarding a flight to Shanghai tonight. That single sentence was enough to change everything. Within minutes, the name Wang Yibo shot up the Weibo trending list. Fans began to speculate. Why leave Paris so suddenly? Didn't he still have events to attend? What could possibly be so important that he'd fly all the way back to China overnight? But when someone pointed out that the flight would land in Shanghai around 7 a.m., October 5th, Xiao Zhan's birthday, everything started to make sense. That morning, Shanghai was still wrapped in a thin fog when a Weibo user uploaded a picture. A black car parked in front of a beautifully designed building in the Suwei district. Several staff members were seen carrying a massive bouquet of red and white flowers, and among them, a tall figure in a dark jacket and face mask, quietly arranging something inside the venue. No one dared to say his name aloud, but everyone knew, from the way he walked, the tilt of his shoulders, the quiet energy around him. It was Wang Yibo, and that's when the story began to feel like something straight out of a drama. Sources claimed that the place was a luxurious rooftop lounge overlooking the Shanghai skyline, a spot usually reserved for exclusive private events. It had been booked entirely for one night only, and that night was October 5th. Rumors began to spread rapidly. Wang Yibo had prepared a private celebration, a birthday surprise, for Xiao Zhan. Was it true? No one could confirm, but fans knew Yibo. He's not someone who does things like this lightly. If he really went this far, there had to be a deeper meaning. And then came another clue. Just a few days before, Wang Yibo had posted a cryptic caption online. Sometimes one night can mean everything. At the time, no one thought much of it. But now, after hearing about his sudden return, those words suddenly felt heavy with hidden emotion. Perhaps this was the night he meant. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan remained calm. He didn't post anything. He didn't hint at anything. But fans noticed something. A small smile during his latest public appearance. A smile that felt different, warmer, softer, as if something beautiful had quietly happened behind the scenes. In the entertainment world, where rumors run wild, sometimes the quietest moments feel the most real. Maybe no cameras were rolling, no journalists waiting outside. Just imagine, a room filled with fresh flowers, soft candlelight, and two old friends sharing gentle laughter over the city's glow. No grand speeches, no flashy gestures, just sincerity expressed in presence, not words. One florist even shared anonymously that they'd received a last-minute order for an enormous bouquet, a mix of red roses and white lilies. And interestingly, Xiao Zhan once mentioned in an old interview that those two flowers were his favorites. A small detail, but one that says so much. Fans grew even more convinced this wasn't a coincidence. The flowers, the timing, the secrecy, everything seemed to point to one truth: a birthday surprise. Night fell. Shanghai shimmered beneath the starlit sky. From one rooftop high above the city, lights flickered gently like fireflies. Soft music drifted through the air, carrying the sweet scent of flowers. No reporters, no photographers, just silence and maybe the sound of a door opening. Picture it: Wang Yibo standing near the window, holding that giant bouquet, and Xiao Zhan stepping in, eyes widening in quiet surprise. Then a slow smile, a simple gesture, but so full of meaning. A moment that might never be shared with the public, yet one that would live forever in their hearts. No words were needed, no confirmation required, because sometimes the most beautiful connections are the ones left unspoken, understood only by two hearts that see each other clearly. Fans may never know exactly what happened that night, but as they looked up at the Shanghai sky, they all felt the same warmth. Because among the countless city lights, they believed two stars were quietly shining together. Some fans wrote online, Yibo didn't need to say anything, his actions spoke louder. He didn't fly across the world for an event, he did it for someone. Those words spread fast, and they made many hearts ache in the softest way. And perhaps that's the beauty of it, because love or friendship doesn't always need to be declared to be real. Sometimes it's enough just to be there. Maybe for both of them, this birthday wasn't about cakes or parties, but about a quiet reunion under the Shanghai sky. About friendship, about gratitude, about a bond that time and distance could never erase. As the story continued to spread, neither Wang Yibo nor Xiao Zhan made any public statement. But does it really matter? Because what makes this story beautiful isn't its confirmation, it's its sincerity. Thousands of fans filled the comment sections with warm wishes, hoping both of them found happiness, no matter what the truth was. Because whether it was just coincidence or not, no one can deny the connection between them still feels real, still feels alive. Did Wang Yibo really fly home from France just to surprise Xiao Zhan on his birthday? Only they know the answer. But sometimes silence is more honest than 1,000 words. And small steps can speak louder than any spotlight. Maybe somewhere in that Shanghai night, two people who once shared stage were sharing a quiet smile once again, celebrating something that belonged only to them. So, what do you think, drama lovers? Was Wang Yibo's sudden return just a coincidence? Or was it a silent expression of something much deeper? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to keep supporting them with love and positivity. Because behind every rumor, behind every headline, there's always a softer story. A story only hearts can truly feel. And tonight, somewhere above the glowing skyline of Shanghai, perhaps two souls are smiling quietly, under the same stars, in a silence that says everything.